Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about Edgar Allan Poe's biography. I'll make another video to talk about his works. Allan Poe was born on January 19, 1809. He made a permanent place for himself in American literature and also in the entire world literature. Only a few facts about Poe's life are indisputable, but unfortunately, almost everything else about Poe's life has been falsified, romanticized, slanderously distorted, or subjected to grotesque Freudian interpretations. Poe, it has been said at various times, was a maniac, depressive, a dope addict, an epileptic, and an alcoholic. There are many other accusations against Edgar Allan Poe. It is in this way that Edgar Allan Poe's true genius was neglected for a very long time. Whatever is the case, but Edgar Allan Poe is still being regarded as America's first authentic genius, neurotic genius. And I'm sure Poe would have celebrated this thing in his life. Now, if we talk about Poe's family background, we'd say that both of his parents were professional actors. It is said that Poe's mother was a teenage widow when she married David Poe, and Edgar was their second son. Critics believe that his father deserted the family a year after Poe was born, and the following year, Poe's mother died while she was acting in Richmond, Virginia. After his mother's death, there came a tragic turn in his life. Young Poe was taken in as a foster child by John Allan, who was a rich Southern merchant. Allan never legally adopted Poe, but he did try to give him a good home and good education. It is said that he had frequent quarrels with his foster father, and he ultimately left his home. After leaving his home, Poe enrolled himself in the University of Virginia. While he was there, he earned a good academic record. But after he left his home, his foster father, Mr. Allan, never allowed him the means to live in the style his social status demanded. Although we know that Poe is very famous for writing his short stories, but do you know his first publication was a collection of poems? He took some debt and thus arranged for publication of his first volume of poetry, Tamerlane and Other Poems, in 1827. Because he had no means to survive, he ultimately joined army. As we know, his foster father was very influential. He got him court-martialed. Poe hoped that he would receive some of his foster father's fortune, but after his death, he was disappointed. Allan left him not even a single penny. Although he was very fond of writing poems, but he knew that market demanded short stories. So he started writing short stories, and he proved to be a very successful short story writer. He had his own style, distinct style of writing short stories. His life did take again a very tragic turn because he had turned to be a very heavy alcoholic. He lost his job, and at the same time, his wife was very sick. After some time, Poe went to the New York City and started working in the Sunday Times. He began public lecturing, and shortly afterwards, he published his two collections. The first one comprising of short stories and the next one of poems. After establishing himself as a great short story writer, Poe died on October 7th, 1849. He lived only for 40 years, but during this time, this brief lifetime, he made a permanent place for himself in American literature. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to this channel. I'll be uploading very soon a new video on Edgar Allan Poe's writings and some of his selected short stories.